I revere the jewel of the Dhamma, the highest and most excellent balm, cooling down the fever of defilements. By the power of this Dhamma, may all misfortune be destroyed. May all fears cease for me. All right, friends, welcome to those who joined. We are on page 852 in the Maggaseka chanting book, which if you don't have, you can find in the description. Morning, friends. So yesterday we went over the Dhamma, or the Buddha, and now we go over the Dhamma. The Maha JayaMangala Sutta is similar to Ratana Sutta in that its main focus is the triple gem. So this is going to be a theme that we're going to see for the rest of this chanting. And so this is reflecting on the Dhamma. And most of you have heard me say this many times, but the Buddha, after he became awakened, he said, you know, it's good to have somebody who is above you that you can pay respects to, right? That you can look up to. And so the Buddha tried to, he scanned the whole world to try to find somebody who is greater than him, greater than the Tathagata. There's no being greater than a Tathagata. So he said, I will take this Dhamma as what is greater than me. And so he bowed and paid respects to the Dhamma. Right, so this is why, in my opinion, we tend to focus a lot on the Buddha, but we don't really focus on the Dhamma as much, right? The Dhamma as this jewel, as this gem, as this teaching, as this nature of reality, as this how shall I say, escape mechanism from samsara, right? Buddhas are just beings in samsara like us, right? Buddhas are beings that have found a way out, right? They've found this Dhamma that the Buddha declares to us, right? In the Dhamma Niyamaka Sutta. It's the basically he says that whether a Buddha arises or not, this Dhamma is always there. Impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, not self is always there. Right? This Dhamma is built into the nature of this existence. Right? It's this thing that's there that we can choose to listen to develop, to practice, so that we can end our samsaric journey, so that we can end our suffering. So this is such a wonderful, this Dhamma, the longer you follow this path, the more insights and the more dramatic changes that this path unfolds in you, the more you love Dhamma, the more you love to hear Dhamma, the more you love to talk Dhamma, the more you eventually maybe even like to share Dhamma with others. Right? Dhamma becomes a central focus in your life. That doesn't necessarily mean the focus or the only focus, but it becomes a central focus. Right? Maybe your family is the most important thing, and doing what you need to do to support your family, but as well as that, Dhamma. Right? This is why I always say that for most of my life, family was the most important thing. And it's still there. It's still much higher than basically everything else. But what happened with me is Dhamma kept rising, and then it was at the level of as important as my family, right? And that's when I'm start going on retreats and visiting and just really, but then it rose, right? And that's why I became a monk, because it became more, Dhamma became more important than family for me, right? Much to the dismay of family. Right? But still, my family's still very important to me. But the Dhamma is the most important focus of my life. Right? I might get distracted with all kinds of other things, right? Because I'm not perfect. I'm just a human being following the Dhamma. I might get distracted. I might fall off the horse many times. Might go in all kinds of zigzaggy directions. But in this life, as far as I can tell, for me, the most important thing is Dhamma. All right, so this is this Dhamma, cooling down the fever of the defilements, the highest and most excellent medicine, this Dhamma medicine. Right? The chanting that we do every day, it says, the English goes, taking this Dhamma medicine, you will be ageless and beyond death. Right? That doesn't mean you become like some kind of Highlander immortal. It means that there's no more birth, no more death. Right? This Dhamma is so powerful, so wonderful, so amazing, that just like the Buddha, we should take this Dhamma as our teacher, as what is above us, what we should pay reverence to, respect to, have gratitude towards. Right? Maha Sutta, when the Buddha was passing away, having his final extinguishment, he's asked, who will take over as the main teacher when I'm gone? Right? Who will be the Buddhist Pope? The Buddha says, nobody. The Dhamma, this Dhamma and discipline will be your teacher. Right? This Dhamma and the monastic rules and ways of life that I have passed down, that shall be your teacher. Right? So profound, so wonderful, so amazing. Right? That this Dhamma is our teacher. So friends, with that, I wish you a very spiritually successful and peaceful day. Sukhi Hotu, may you be happy. Practice well and be well.